Thanks for coming back and joining us with special guests today, Jody Bodenhammer, Jaron Beavers, and Paul Maruck. And while we've got a chance to talk about this, we're talking about the various events going on at the houses. There are 4 community houses. We have the Pites Cancer Support House. We have the Rappel Diabetes Learning Center, for which Jody's the coordinator. We have the Maruck Family Education Center on Aging, thanks to Mr. Paul and his lovely bride, Janet. And we have the Schliemann Center for Women's Health Education. So we've covered everything from cancer, diabetes, aging, and boy does aging cover a lot. I come over there quite often and gather information. and of course our Schliemann Center for Women through all phases of their lives. So we've shared during the first portion of our show some of the events that are coming up in November. Jaron, do you have some more? You always have lots going on over there.
Well, we do have our continuing classes and support groups. We have monthly childbirth and breastfeeding classes for the young gals. It doesn't necessarily have to be a first-time delivery, but you know, they can just come and learn technique. And then we also have a weekly breastfeeding support group as well, where they can come in and get the babies weighed free of charge, meet with the breastfeeding support coach. She's a great nurse that will just kind of encourage and answer any questions that they might have. And then we also have a weekly ladies fitness class, which is a very low impact, kind of entry level for gals that just want to incorporate a little bit more movement into their lifestyle and kind of jump start them.
When is that?
That meets on Friday mornings from 9:30 to 10:30, and it's free of charge. And like I said, just a very low impact. We've got a great instructor that's very calm and relaxing, but it's just to encourage girls to get moving.
And get that heartbeat going. Absolutely.
Right.
And all of these can also be found on www.baxterregional.org. Please go to our website to check out on the calendars for all the various events, all the different support classes that are going on. And I'm going to jump back for just a second to Paul.
Okay.
Can you give us another tip for the holiday season that's coming up on how to stay safe for your own personal safety, perhaps?
Another tip, if you come to the class,
Okay.
I'm sure Jaron will provide,
Pink pens.
this is a pen now.
A pen
But
now.
when you leave the class, it'll be your personal weapon,
Whoa.
capable of ending a criminal's career and perhaps saving your life.
Oh my goodness.
So if you want to see how the simple pen can perhaps save your life, just come to the class. When you leave, you will be armed.
I'm excited.
Wow.
I've always got a pen in my purse.
Wow. And it's always, if you have knowledge beforehand on almost anything in life, I think, when the time, if it comes to use it, rather than, oh my gosh, panicking completely and going, what do I do? You've got some place to go to in your mind as far as, no, wait a minute, I don't need to be a victim here. I can save myself.
It's a sad, we're in this situation in the world today, but you always need to anticipate.
Yeah.
Whenever you're out, you just need to think somebody is fixing to attack me and be prepared for it. Because as soon as you get in a lull and you're thinking about something else, as I said, these criminals can perceive that inattention and that weakness, and they'll prey on it. But you should always anticipate somebody's going to attack me from this door to my car, and what am I going to do? And be ready for it. And the instant they put their hands on you, you're ready to respond. You don't have that 1 or 2 seconds where you're panicky and you're just you can't respond.
Right.
So I would encourage that, and that's something people can anticipate, or people can do here in Mountain Home if they're going to St. Louis or they're going to Memphis to see their kids. Just when you leave your car at Walmart, just anticipate it. Be ready. Have, of course, then, if you attend my class, you can have your weapon in your hand.
You're right. Mine is I still keep my keys, coming from big cities, I still keep my keys threaded through my fingers.
Sure.
That's just an old habit from living in big cities.
And try to keep that strong arm free. Don't carry all your luggage with both hands where you barely can see over your purchases.
I'm guilty
Keep
of
that
that
strong arm free where you can use that to strike a vulnerable area and save from being
And you're
keep from
going to
being
go
hurt.
over all that. This is really
Yeah.
exciting.
And home burglaries. Now they're also rubbing their hands because they realize burglaries. People put Christmas trees up. What are under Christmas trees? Presents. And when you leave, they break in and they got a brand new possession. They've got a brand new toy. So burglaries also spike during the holidays. So I offer tips on how to keep your residents safe when you're away.
They're
Lots of
great.
good stuff.
Those are really great tips, and that is too. And I'm sure when you're away, let your neighbors know.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The
It's,
more eyes on your property, the better, probably. So
absolutely.
neighborhood watches and all of that.
Right.
What a busy November! My goodness, we got all sorts of things going on. But that's the community houses.
Yes.
They're there. Almost everything is for free. Very little is ever a cost involved. Jody, I would say with yours, you need a doctor's prescription to be recommended to come to the classes.
For our regular educational
Education.
program, yes, we work with the physician's office obviously for the patient's, continuity of care and well-being, and we do like to partner up with them, so we get a referral from the doctor. That also allows the patient to be able to usually have very minimal cost to them for these classes. There is a charge for our regular program, but like I said, with that doctor's referral, then typically the insurances will cover and
cover
take
it,
care of
yeah.
that. Yes, and so that always is a great thing, and just keeping up with and maintaining. Now that we've kind of gone for several years with this regular class, we've had to incorporate some more and some advanced classes and some refresher courses for folks as well. And so just because a person has come to a diabetes class 10 years ago, which we've been around that long now.
Yeah. Amazing, isn't
they
it?
are,
Yeah.
yes, I
Yeah.
know. They are eligible also for some of our refresher courses, our advanced classes as well. And we do offer those now on a monthly basis. Of course, we keep our regular program going. We have a Monday night series, we have a Tuesday series, we have a Thursday series. And we're also offering a one-day class now, which is kind of a new thing for us. And again, all of those are working with your already established healthcare team, looking at your medications and your labs and how can we help you improve on your overall health,
Right.
not just your blood sugar. I mean, people think about diabetes and they typically go right into, well, what's your blood sugar level? It affects so many other things, and we look at cholesterols and we look at, how healthy is our heart and what's going on with our exercise. How can we
Right.
condition ourselves a little bit better or be a little bit more prepared, like you said, for anything that may be coming up. And then blood pressure is a huge one as well. And I know a lot of our screenings and a lot of our events that we do with the community houses, we have those screenings too, and that's always a great thing. Come out and check out, because a lot of people don't or aren't able to get a blood pressure check all the time. Those meters and those machines are kind of
Or
expensive.
you don't think about it if
and
you're not having
Yeah,
any sort
sure.
of symptoms.
if it's not right there in your face,
Yep.
you may not be as prepared for it as you thought. So it is, and we also have a regular support group that meets for our type 2 patients, and that typically meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month. So we try to keep everybody as motivated as possible and as educated as possible.
And you all do a great job of that over there. You've got
Right, but the other
Miss
thing
Jan
is
with nutrition.
Sure. We have that open door policy, and I think that's what's so amazing is you don't have to sign up for a class if you have a quick question or if you want to talk to a dietitian or a nurse. You come by or you give us a call, and we're available. Monday through Friday, every day of the week.
Right. That's
great.
There's 2 resources right there to help with a lot more than just diabetes. A lot of times, it really gets into a lot more of an overall health. Which then we can send folks down to see Jaren, or we can send
Sure.
folks over to see Debbie, or whatever they might,
And
the
that's-
other resources that we
Right.
might need. I oftentimes find myself making those connections. I said, there's a reason they call me a coordinator, because I'm constantly helping folks get in connection with the
Yeah.
right resources that they need.
And that's important for all of our viewers also, is to know that the community houses are there Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. They're always, there's almost 200 volunteers
right.
that are helping the coordinators at the various houses that come
Thank
in.
goodness.
Paul.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. That there's always someone there, and those resources are right there. There are racks and racks of current information
Yes.
on various chronic diseases that are so helpful.
And we have logbooks. That's a great place. You know, a lot of people come in for those because anymore the pharmacies and the places that used to provide those for our patients aren't able to do that anymore.
Oh.
So
To
we're,
keep track of their
we're
sugars.
still able to get those logbooks from our great industry sponsors, and they will send those over. So
Yeah.
any little thing that we can do to help, and that's what we're there for.
That's
so.
exactly.
Right.
Well, Miss Jaren, did we cover everything going on down at Schliemann in November?
And no,
Did I
yep,
get it?
Yep, that looks great on my list. We're
All right.
excited.
Well, I want to wrap it up here in just a little bit. I want to go back to and say for the various courses that you've got coming up, where Mr. Paul is going to be there showing, giving tips and showing folks how to
Stay
to
safe during the holidays.
Stay safe during, yep.
Plus, you'll learn the things to stay safe all throughout the year as well.
Not to be a victim.
Not to be a victim. I
of a
love that.
crime.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's real important. And you've also got the other,
Yes, on November 20th,
Uh-huh.
we will have Martha Grant and Braden Pitts talking about major life changes. That will be November 20th, 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. So that will be a great program as well. We do have a couple events coming up in December, but we'll let
We'll
people.
get you back.
Yeah, we'll let
We'll
them
get you
check it
back
out
on the
online
show.
if they want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
scope that out.
we'll
but
get
yeah,
you
we'll
back.
come
We'll
back.
get you back here in
So.
December. We'll come plowing through the snow that is forecast for this
Yes,
year.
I-
We'll
yeah.
get here. Paul, thank you so much
Thank you
for
for
all that
having
you
me.
do on behalf
Yes.
of
Thank you
the
for
Muroc
that.
Family
Thank you.
Education Center on Aging. It is so crucial for this area with all of our retirees in particular. It's wonderful to have a resource to be able to come to and find out the most current information
Well, thank you.
about a variety of
Yes.
things. Miss Debbie Love, our coordinator there, does an awesome job, and we're just so lucky to have everyone at our houses.
Yes.
The Lend a Hand program that recently occurred, where they had an open house on October 27th, there were hundreds of people going through the houses, and they tailored it this year. I thought it was so wise of y'all to do 2 different times, so you could catch
Right.
people at lunchtime, or you could catch them coming home from work, and
It was a beautiful day too.
and it was a
Sure.
gorgeous day, you bet. And to once again let people know the resources that are here in their own community. It's so rare to have 4 service lines such as this in any community.
Right.
We're one of the few in the nation, so I always like to get that out there. So. All right. Miss Jody, one more time on the date and time for the World Diabetes Day.
Friday, November 14th from 7 to noon
All
in
right.
the Lagerborg Dining Room.
All
Is that
right.
the day we
All
wear
over.
blue as
Wear
well?
blue.
And wear
Yes,
blue.
it's
Oh,
all
thanks,
for
Sharon.
diabetes.
I like
Whoa.
blues.
We almost forgot the blue.
Yes.
All right. Come back and join us again next week for BRMC's Healthy Connection, and we'll have more great information to share. See you then.